apparently schools are not doing a good job of teaching money. Schools just don't teach money.
They just don't, Sosnick.
Here's the deal. Here's a report from CNBC. Report cards are in. I know school just started, but there's already report cards out regarding what schools are doing to teach money. And here's the story. 66% of states earn a C grade or worse for personal finance education. C grade or worse. So here's the story. Now, the story basically delves into the fact that states could do a far better job of teaching financial literacy in their schools. This report suggests 31 states. How many states are there in the country, Marcelo?
There is about 50.
There's about 50.
There's about 50 states.
But then we've got like a Washington, D.C. in there. We got Puerto Rico. It's a territory. So it's 50 at least, maybe a little bit more, all right?
Let's call it 50.
Let's call it 50. Now, 31 of these states earned a C or worse. C or worse. So that means 60% of the states can't even get a decent grade in teaching personal finance. Now, this is according to the nation's report card on financial literacy. I got one big yikes coming your way, Marcelo. Did you ever take a personal finance class in school?
I think I might have taken one.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough to stick in my brain. I feel like I took like 7 Spanish classes, 8 English classes, 9, geography.
Well, what's crazy about you taking Spanish classes is that you actually speak Spanish.
Yeah, I didn't need the classes.
You didn't need the classes. Zero.
My mom taught me the most important
classes.
Spanish class
I did not take a personal finance class in school, which we'll touch on in a second. Anyway, here's what this report covers. The report relied on factors like graduation requirements, standards, and curriculum to create its stories. Now, how many of these states actually did a decent grade, an A or B, right? C is what I would call average, right? So 60% of states, 31 states are basically average. They're not doing anything above the average to teach you about money, all right? 12 states were given a B. Okay, not bad. 5 states actually received an A. Now, I'm going to say these states. Does anybody have any guesses of what you think? Give me one of these 5 states that you actually believe got an A. Give me one state in the comment section. I'd love to see what you guys going on right there.
I would have guessed New York.
New York.
Right? The stock market's there, Wall Street. You would expect they'd teach, they'd get an A in financial literacy.
Paul, do you have any guesses of what state you think would be one of these 5 states that got an A?
I'm going to go L.A.
L.A.
California.
LA.
The state of L.A.
And
Awesome.
I want to say that we're positive he didn't take a financial literacy class.
We're also positive he didn't pass his geography class,
Any
in
class.
high school. Yeah.
Really, yeah.
I'm going to go L.A. Jorge,
Chicago is also a big state.
huge state. Jorge, you want to guess what state you think got an A in personal finance classes?
Texas.
He said Texas.
Okay.
He
It's a
said
big
that.
state.
It's a big state. It's a big
state.
state. All right. I see what people are saying. New York, D.C., Connecticut, Florida, New York, Texas, Florida, Maine, Vermont, New York, Virginia, Hawaii. I see a lot of things right there. None of you guessed the correct state. We got New York, Nevada, Texas, Florida, Massachusetts. Not one of you guys guessed the correct state. You ready for this? I'm almost going to do like a proverbial drum roll right here. Just 5 states received an A grade. Here are the states: Missouri, Nebraska, North Carolina, Utah, and Virginia.
Utah. Give me 2.
Utah. Nobody guessed these states. Now, why are these states getting A's? Well, here. These states are mandating financial education from kindergarten through 12th grade and require a standalone personal finance course for high school graduation. Now, that's the way to do it. I'm not in favor of mandates. If you've ever watched the PBD podcast, we're not like, you have to do this. Everybody likes choices. Everybody likes options. Nobody likes, you have to do this. I mean, you kind of have to go to school, right? Mandates of school.
And you're going to have to deal with money someday or another.
Yes, and if you want to avoid that, you're going to be not so good.
I find it interesting, Sosnick. I find one thing quite interesting about this. Allow me to jump in here with my soprano voice.
Yes.
The one thing I do think is interesting is I could tell you who Hades is. You know what I mean? Hades from Greek mythology.
Yeah, Hades from Greek mythology.
I could tell you about him. I could tell you about a story about him.
Yeah.
But I have no idea how to do my taxes. I have zero idea how to do my taxes. I can't do them. I don't even know why. When the accountant tells me how much money I get back, I couldn't tell you why I'm going to get that money back.
Yeah.
And I think that's something these kids maybe should learn.
Of course it is.
Maybe we replace that lesson. Take out Hades, put in taxes. That day that you spend on Hades, let's talk taxes. What do you think about that,
I think we should touch on that. Well, here, let's just finish the story, and then we'll have a little dialogue here.
Give it to me.
So those are the states that got an A. Meanwhile, there's 4 states or 4 areas that got an F. These guys are failing badly. Any guesses on those before we proceed? Any guesses on which states are getting an F in personal finance? Do you want to make a guess?
I mean, I want to like get ahead of it. I think people are going to say Florida. I think people are going to say that, and I want to defend us. I think we don't. I don't think we get an F.
Paul, name a state that got an F.
So, to be honest, because I was doing multiple things when you asked the first time, I thought that was the question. So my answer for California, I thought California would get an F.
Okay. So Paul's sticking with his L.A.
Yeah.
What state? L.A. Jorge, any guesses?
I don't know, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, also
That's
not a state.
We're crushing geography.
we gotta do no more geography questions.
Okay, we got New Michigan, we got Maryland, we got New Jersey. Of course, we got a couple Floridas, California, New York, Illinois, California, Mississippi, Oregon, Illinois. Thank you guys in the comment section for being this actively engaged.
These people are moving.
These people are moving, they're grooving, and they're making guesses, and nobody has been right so far, including the 2 peanut gallery over here that think that cities are now states, and then I got Hades over there. Here are the 4 spots that are getting Fs in school when it comes to personal finance. Alaska, they're probably teaching fishing and whale watching. South Dakota, all right, South Dakota, which is like, I don't know
anything about South
probably
Dakota.
one of the worst Dakotas.
Okay.
Washington, D.C., not a state, capital. You know, are you shocked that in the capital of the United States, that personal finance and money management, of all the debt that we got going on in this country, and the non-budgeting, they are not teaching personal finance? When there's smoke, there's fire. Everywhere our politicians, disaster, horrible at budgeting. That's the territory that got an F. And then the last but not least, Puerto Rico. All my Boricuas out there, they can dance their ass off, but apparently they're not learning about personal finance.
Not in school.
It's a problem. So, and they got Fs for failing to guarantee any financial literacy instructions at all. That's like my soprano. At all.
At all.
Ridiculous. So look, let's get back to your point teaching about Hades. We all take the most useless classes in school. Maybe not useless, but classes that I would venture to say 99% of us never use again. We all use algebra, biology, chemistry, trigonometry, Greek mythology. I took woodshop. You think I'm picking up a saw? That ain't happening.
Hey, the cool thing about woodshop is there's always one kid that starts to communicate with the wood. You know what I mean? There's like a kid that like this is his language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, I had no idea me and wood are meant to be.
Me and wood.
So other than that kid though, you're right. It's not going to help.
No. So this is actually the impetus for me starting my entire show. Was I never learned about money in school. I was a jack of all trades all throughout my 20s. I was a stand-up comedian. I was a club promoter. I was a nightlife guy. I dabbled in real estate. I was a teacher. I couldn't find my way out of a paper bag when it came to money. But then I got a job as a cold caller. And my first year, I made $5,000 in 1 year. I was broke as a joke. I was lucky to live on a friend who had a decent couch for me. Boom, my second year, I'm making 100 G's. Boom, financial recession hits 2008. I'm 28 years old. Freaking disaster. I don't know what to do, but I knew to save that money.
Talk is money. All we talk is money.
If you enjoyed that short clip from the Soscast, click here to watch another. Click here to watch the full episode, or just stay broke.